This week we finished harvest with our final crop, beans. Thanks to Farrells for sharing this footage with us. These are winter beans grown on light land, but we also finished the spring beans on heavy land. And this week we also said goodbye to our harvest students. And our trainee manager James. Evening, James. Right, could you explain what you're out here doing?
We're just cold pressing. We've mould. Well, it's been a bit of a funny field because we had a human cake spread on it, so that was spread after the rape. So we had to cultivate it straight away with the Optima, and then we've moulded it last week, and then we are just cold pressing it just to get the ridges out, because this field, like most fields, the drainage is the wrong way to our tram lines.
Would you like to explain what wrong way to your tram lines? Because I know you're a particular fan of mole ploughing.
So you have to. So the tram lines are basically going this way,
yep,
and the mole ploughs go that way.
And why is that a problem?
Because if we go spraying or something, I need seasick tablets because it's going like that. But it's quite an important thing to do, because otherwise the whole year there's going to be a lot of bad spray applications and uncomfortable damage to machinery, really. So, and it makes you want your seed bed nice and level, because otherwise putting your seed into depth here is nice, and then putting it into a mole plough ridge, you're not going to get very good establishment. So I think that's quite important.
So let's cut to some footage of Will on his final pass with the mole plough, the operation that preceded James's pressing. We reverse back using GPS guidance and back over the ditch to ensure drainage right to the field edges. And for those viewers who missed our earlier video on mole ploughing, here's a picture of the mole hole being created to link the gravel land drains together. It's a bit unfair, and the next question, because obviously I know what's happening next, but what is your new challenge for this year?
So as of Monday, I'm moving off to Hutchinson's, so I'll be very off the YouTube channel.
Yeah, what a relief for you. Okay, so you're moving on to pastures new, and hence your comments about spray quality, because your new job involves
be a trainee agronomist, so moving back down to the southwest, so it'll be quite a change in what I do, but hopefully I've learnt the fundamentals here and can take my knowledge and pass it off to other people, hopefully.
Well, we will certainly miss you, so thank you very much for your efforts, and thank you for putting up with being filmed. I know it's not the easiest. Okay, and when I walked in the field, you were just explaining what is the cultivator for starters.
Our cultivator press is 6.5 metre, but we run it at 6 metres. We've got last year's Stad tips on it, which are like retrofitted them onto the, rather than the tungsten points on there, and we've got the 210 on it, so it makes the old 210 work rather hard. You wouldn't want anything smaller, to say the least, but it's doing a nice job, really. Shows that you probably run a lot of machines at shallower depth and not needs the high horsepower, really.
Okay, yes, but where did we find that she was found to be a bit short on horsepower?
So you've got Mr. FGS and Baker's carted their digestate straight up there to get to the field that they spread on in the spring, and there's quite a rut, so I think winter work we might be putting, or a road might go up there, a gravel road, but for the moment we're just trying to level it. So
lovely. And last thing then, you mentioned depth in your last comment. What sort of depth are you cultivating at, James?
I'd be probably 3 inches, 3.5 inches, really. Probably deeper than normally we'd like to go, but where you can see here, if you put your boot here, it's probably a boot height of ridge here, so you kind of need something to move it and try and even push it down. But it's no, it's doing quite a nice job, because this was grass 4 or 5 years ago. So
yeah, about that. Yeah.
There's probably not many fields like this on the farm with such nice soil.
Well, thank you very much, and all the best in your future. Of course, we already have oilseed rape in the ground. It's our last effort at growing winter rape, but same as last year, we had it broadcast into the standing crop with our Kuhn Aero, and about the 22nd of July, and we will control it by its access to nitrogen. So at the moment, I think it's coming along nicely. So to put it into perspective, it's got that four. It's already one died back, but that plant's got sort of 4 true leaves. No slug damage. Pretty pleased with this. This was mixed with fenugreek, which smells like mustard, to try and ensure, to try and keep the flea beetle away. It was sown at 7 kilos a hectare. We have an application of digestate planned for this field, which should give it 50 kilos of N. So that's the plan, and I look forward to following this crop through to a successful harvest. So here we are, the 13th of September. It's continued to grow nicely, the rape has. You can just about see the dark mark where the digestate has been spread. Temperatures are quite good, we're in the 20s today, so hopefully it will begin to really kick on now. So it's not quite past stubble height, the eye is still catching stubble rather than the rape, but there's plenty of rape out here.